Hi, Liz here with another craft. I have Liz's craft page on Facebook, and I'm just kind of waiting for my notification to come up so that everybody will see that we are live. And here we go. And that way too I can see everybody's comments. Let me turn the volume down. Let's see what happened here. Okay, there we go. So if you like this video as we go to crafting, please feel free to do this. And in the crafting world, that's called spreading the love or sprinkling the love. So do this with your friends, your family, or anyone that you think might like to see my videos. I would appreciate it. And today what we're going to do is make a silverware holder setting for your table, and I thought that it would be really nice to have that for the Thanksgiving dinner that we're going to have. So I'm probably going to make 8 of these. I'm only going to make one on the live, but I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So all the products are from a maker studio, and I put the link in the description for the stencils and for the gel art ink. So today we're going to use this wreath stencil and this forgiven stencil, and we're going to use the gel art ink that is orange, and the name of the ink, the orange ink here, is Lord Have Mercy. They gave their inks, ink gels, these cute little names. And then we have our spreader, which is full size, is about like this. It costs 50 cents, and I just cut it up into manageable sizes. So to get started, you will need to put something underneath your material because this will seep through and you don't want to get it on your table. So I just have these 5-inch blocks that I got from Walmart while I was in Clovis, New Mexico. And that's what we're going to put our stamp on. So I'm just going to lay it flat, and then I'm going to turn my stencil upside down, and I'm going to lay my material on top of it because the material is actually smaller than the stencil, and that's why I'm doing this, so I can make sure that it's even. So I have my material on my stencil, and then I'm just going to turn it right side up. And then I have my Lord Have Mercy orange gel art ink and my spreader. So I'm just going to put some on my spreader here. And then I'm just going around the screen part where the image is of the wreath. And I'm just making sure that it gets in the screen of the image. And this is what we have so far. So I'm just going to get me some more ink. And the reason I'm using ink is you could use the paste. I only have one of their jars of paste, and I didn't think it would show up very well on this. But ink is probably a little bit better for material. We're not going to wash this, so we're not going to heat set it. But I mean, you could use the chalk paste. So I'm just need a little bit more. And And since most of our family is going to be in for Thanksgiving, I thought this would be a neat little thing to put around the table. Okay, so I'm just going to put the lid back on my gel art ink, and then I'm going to remove my material from the stencil. I'm going to put my stencil face down in the water so that it'll wash off later. So this is what we have, and as you can see, it did bleed through, so you do want to put something up underneath it while you're doing this. And now I want to do the Forgiven stencil, so I'm just going to take this off and put it in the center of my wreath. And I'm trying to do it in such a way that it doesn't touch the other gel art ink that's on the wreath. You probably would want to wait until the wreath dried before you did the Forgiven, but for purposes of this video, we're going to do it all at this one right after the other before it dries. Just being careful not to touch the wreath itself, and try not to get outside of your stencil. If you do that, then it's going to get onto your material, and then you're going to have an extra orange ink on your material that you didn't really want. Okay, so here it is, and then we're just going to remove that stencil, put that face down in the water, put my lid back on, and we're just going to set that aside and let that dry. And then I have this burlap, I guess ribbon is what you call it, I don't know. It's about 5.5 inches wide, and we're going to need 14 inches. So I have 12 inches there, plus 2 more inches, so about right here. So we're just going to cut it, and you want to follow the lines of the burlap when you cut, so you're cutting in between some of the lines there. Okay, so we have it 5.5 inches wide and then 14 inches long. Hi Alice, how are you? Gilda is on. Hi Gilda. So what we're going to do is, I did this piece here, and this is a 5-inch by 5-inch square, just piece of material. It was some squares I had gotten at Walmart, and I believe this, you can get this at Walmart too. It's 5.5 inches wide. It's just regular tannish burlap, and you can get it at Hobby Lobby or Walmart. So I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to fold it up. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, oh, no, that's upside down. So we're going to fold it like this. Fold it up. You're going to put, and I did this yesterday. I knew we couldn't use the one we just did, which was this one, because it's wet and it needs to dry. So we're going to glue this on here. And I don't want it all the way to the top, but I want it pretty close to the top. And so I'm just going to use my glue gun, and I'm going to go around the edges. So it's going to look like this. So it's, you think it's going to be upside down, but it's really not. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on there and go around the edges of the material. I need some glue stick. Okay, let's try that again. Doesn't want to, come on now. Doesn't want to work with me here. So I'm just gluing down the sides all around the piece of material. And I'm actually putting it on the material itself. And I'm putting it pretty close to the edge. This is fairly simple. I saw another crafter do this, and I thought, ooh, I'd like to do that for my Thanksgiving table. So the kids are going to be in. And so I'm going to make 8 of these. So we have this so far. Like I said, it looks like it's upside down, but it's really not. And then you're just going to fold it just like this so that you have a very little bit of the burlap showing here at the fold. And then you are just going to hot glue the edges of the burlap. And you want it as close to the edge as you can get it. You want to make sure it's even. And then you turn it around and you do the other side. This is very simple, very quick project. However, you know, I'm going to be making 8 of these. So it'll take a little time. And then I'm just going to remove a couple of these strings here. Just so that it looks a little more rustic. And then I'm going to show you how this is going to work. So here we have it. We have a pocket there. So I have one that I made already. And then you put your napkin in. I don't know if you can see that. Let me move this out of the way. So I just have a regular napkin. One of those nicer napkins would probably look a little better, but I just have, you know, one of those cheapy plain white napkins. So I'm just putting it down in there. And then I have my knife. And, you know, I'm not one to figure out where the knife, fork, and spoon goes, so I just put them wherever I want them to go. So there you have it, a little pouch for your knife, fork, and spoon. And then I'm just going to lay it beside the place setting. And I probably won't use any placemats or anything. We'll just have the place setting, and then I'll have this beside the place. The plates and the bowls or whatever. So that's it. I made this one here. So I'm going to make 4 of these in the blue. And I have the material going the different ways. Like this one, the design is going up and down in the material. The one that we just did, the design is going from side to side. And then this one, the material is going side to side. And this one, it's going up and down. So I just thought that would be another cute way to do it. Now you could do all different ones. You don't have to do the same ones, but there were 4 blues and 4 of these reds in a pack. So I'm just going to do the 4 of each, and these don't have to be just for Thanksgiving because it's just a wreath and it says forgiven on it. And I just think that's a good thing to remember, and especially, you know, with family and all that, you know, God forgives us and he loves us. So just so that we know, no matter what, we're forgiven. So I'm going to leave you with that, and tomorrow I will be back here with I think a unique idea. It's just something that I saw a piece of bamboo in let's see, where was it, Ross, and I thought it would be kind of cool to make a little shelf sitter out of it, and it would be reversible. So join me tomorrow at 11:30 so you can see that. And in the meantime, keep crafting, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye, everybody.